Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'll give you a minute to come and enjoy me, all my coffee lovers. I must disappoint you today. I'm on tea today. As someone said, a joke, and decaf coffee is finished, and I'm finished with coffee altogether for a couple of days. But okay, let me put on the music. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. This morning I'm reading Feeling is the Secret. Every morning I study some material. Most of the times I read for about 20 minutes and I study for an hour. So, but this is a part of my routine. Good morning, Mrs. You just missed me being honest that I have no coffee this morning. I'm on the tea because my joke decaf coffee is finished. Anyway, so feeling is the secret. That's what I was reading this morning before I hopped in here, and I would love to talk to you about feelings. So what are feelings? First of all, feeling is a word that human being invented to describe vibration. So feeling or vibration is the same. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Great to have you here. Yes, feeling and vibration is the same. Feeling also we call emotion. So what's emotion? Loads of love, loads of kisses. Good morning, beautiful. Yes, so we call it the feelings, we call emotions as well. What emotion means? It's so simple. I love this, taking this word apart. So emotions is literally energy in motion. So our life started very energetic yesterday morning. The day before we were meditating, and you probably could feel completely different energy in yourself. So for example, what works for me at the mornings, I always meditate, and sometimes after meditation I'm in a very quiet and peaceful state, in a very high vibration, but my body doesn't really move as fast, I want to say. For the first few minutes after finishing meditation, I'm more like levitating kind of type. But then when I put on a higher, faster music, my energy started buzzing and I'm started going faster and faster and faster, which shows us that we can manage our energy, and we have different outside circumstances, different things that can make that energy on a higher or lower level, and we need to manage that. Now, what do you really want to discover, or what you want to really practice, is creating pictures in your own mind on a daily basis throughout the day that actually bring your energy high. So, I used to love motivation, and it's not bad at all. But now I know it lasts for a day or two, especially when you go on Facebook, you see some quotes, or you read the book, or you go to event, and that's fine. But the most important thing is to keep yourself motivated. And what will motivate you most? It's the only picture you keep in your mind. Why and how it works. Now, you probably have heard about conscious and subconscious mind, right? If you're following me for a while, you had to hear it, no doubt. Okay, so what's happening is, first, good morning, and guys, great to have you here. Yay, we're getting busier those mornings, and all the hearts, I love it, thank you. So first of all, a thought comes into your conscious mind. So if you can imagine that all ideas are floating around us, and I think it was actually Einstein, he said that none of the ideas that he come up with were his. He was stating that the ideas are around him, and he is just a tool, literally, to make those ideas happening in a physical world, which it was absolutely truth. So energy is all around us, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more in a minute. So all the ideas are floating around us, and you maybe have been in the situation like, you thought of something, of some invention, and then a year later you see a commercial of the thing you thought of a year earlier, and you're like, Jesus, that's my idea, or whatever, and why is that? Because you haven't acted on something, because you received a really inspiring idea, but you doubted yourself, for example, or you were fearing that you won't manage, or you won't be able to do it, whatever your fears were. And what? Someone else there, that idea went to ether again, because haven't come down to a physical form, and someone else picked up that idea and making it happen. Now, if you think of it, everything that is surrounding me, this little yog, my mug that I'm gonna drink from, everything, a book, a phone itself, it was an idea first. And then someone pick up the idea and making it happen in a physical world. So it is really important to make sure that you know what ideas you're receiving and what ideas you want to act on. Okay, so that's your conscious mind. We have a choice there. You can actually, when the idea is a thought, okay? So idea really is a thought or a combination of thoughts that you may have. You receive an idea, you receive a thought, anything, daily basis. And what happens is you have a choice. You can choose it to use that idea or to reject it. You can accept the thought and say, okay, I like this, or it's positive, or it's negative, and you will reject it. Or you're gonna be thinking positive or negative, but it's up to you in the first, I think they say around 17 seconds, that you have that really conscious, pure conscious choice. Then what happens is it goes on to the second part of your mind, which is called subconscious mind. Okay, it's not suppressed there yet. It's not your habitual thought yet, but it's getting there. It's on its way. If you had a strong paradigm or a strong experience in previous with a similar thought, you will look at that thought or idea through your previous experience. And you're more likely gonna go with the same opinion or the same act on it as you did for a year, for 2, for 5, for a month, whichever is planted in your subconscious mind. Now, so what I'm trying to say is that your subconscious mind doesn't really have a choice to choose. Whatever you choose on the conscious level, it's suppressed onto your subconscious level, and there is no choice anymore. You stuck with that thought. Well, it's not that bad. You can change it, but it is a process. It is a process, which I won't be getting into the details today about that. There's maybe some other video. But I want you to make sure that you understand this and listen up to this. It's very, very important. So what is in your subconscious mind, we call our first mind, our conscious mind, thinking mind. As you do have a choice and you collect all your knowledge there. And your subconscious mind, you have no choice, and it is an emotional mind. And as I stated on the beginning, your emotions are energy in motion. What does that mean? Emotions are vibrations. Okay, so wherever you feel, that makes your vibration. Everything, you and I, a book on the table, a phone on the table, it's all energy. Everything moves, and there is no other way no other thing on earth. Everything is energy. We are surrounded by energy. Is it in the air? Is it in the form of physical form? So let's say this glass, right? It's an energy. It's in the state, it's vibrating on some frequency, and that's why we call it glass. Now, this glass used to was a sand. So it was vibrating on a different energy and was a sand. It's the same with our bodies. Now we are living here on this earth. When we die, our body still vibrates. It vibrates so fast that it appears steel. Why? Because it turns to dust. Otherwise, it wouldn't turn to dust if it wasn't vibrating. Now, what means that it's going to the dust is disintegrating. And that's what we do with our bodies when we live in the body. Now, but that's the whole different story of the energy. But I want you to listen up to this. Your subconscious mind is the emotional mind and projects your vibration. I think Samuel Curl, back to 30s or 60s, I think 30s, I think it was a Russian photographer. He come up with a photography that actually shows energy leaving the body or the plants, like literally everything. Some people call it aura, so the color outside your body, and the color changes depending on the vibration. Now, why am I talking a lot about vibration this morning? Because it is very important. Someone actually asked me yesterday, excuse me, drink it up, guys. Are you on the tea? Come on, talk to me. Who has a tea in their hand? Or coffee? I'm on the tea this morning. On the tea, I was boozing too much apparently yesterday morning. After my decaf. Just joking. So back to the vibration and the energy. Because everything around us is energy, and there is infinite amount of frequencies around us. It's like when you think of your phone. If I'm gonna send an email or a text message to Evelina, let's say, I know Sharuna wouldn't get it. If I'm gonna send it to Pat, I know Evelina wouldn't get it. So that message hops in onto the right frequency, the frequency I chosen. The same with the radio. If you want to listen to classic hit, you need to get into the vibration of coffee, of course. You might have a beautiful coffee. Are you having bulletproof coffee? Is it? Let me know. Haven't drank this one in ages. I love those. I really did. Yeah. Let me know, actually. Very curious now, very nosy. So, the same with your radio. If you want to listen to classic hits, you need to get into the right frequency. If you want to listen to Hit FM, tea. Next one is on the tea. Beautiful. Is it herbal tea or black tea? Or maybe it's decaf tea. I have a decaf tea too. Unfortunately, everything has to be decaf these days. So your mind operates on the same way as your phone or your radio. Depending on what frequency your mind is, that's your results right now in your life. No, Prima. Very good. Prima, my favorite coffee, actually. Very good choice. Nice blank stroke coffee. Jesus, guys, since yesterday you make me crave a normal coffee, actually. Coffee is 100% Sharona. Beautiful. I wish. Soon. I don't want a little fella jumping up and down my tummy, so I stick with decafs for now. So yes, come on, back to the frequency of your goals, because that is so green tea. Oh, nice. Very nice. Still caffeinated. Still caffeinated. I love the chats about drinks we're having. Hopefully we will have them soon in restaurants or in coffee shops. Okay, so back to the frequency. Your brain operates on frequencies. Now, you obviously, what you're getting right now is it's a result of your thinking. If your brain is operating on a frequency, right? So results that you are getting right now, and if you're not happy with them, that means you need to think the frequency you are thinking of. So it's, for example, if you want to send a message to Petr, I need to change the frequency on my phone. Because last time I was texting Evelina and she was getting my messages, now I need to change the frequency. And it's the same exactly with your mind. So is it easy to do? It's very easy to do, but it's even easier to not do it. Because we're not used to it of doing it. And that's the only one thing. We're not used to it of thinking. We're not used to it of... Why am I saying that we're not used to it of thinking? I don't want to be rude or mean to anyone. And I'm not saying you're not thinking. I truly believe you try to think sometimes. But it's an activity we live through our paradigms. We have beliefs that we live in through those beliefs. And it's not something what we even wonder about on a daily basis. And that is very interesting thing, because those paradigms very often were formed years ago. And now we are looking onto the things that are happening in our life that we are wanted in our future through our past experience, through our past failures, to our past successes, to our past experiences. But we don't even consider very often twice. Do I want to do exactly the same way I was doing something the last time? Or do you want to change it? The only one way to change your results is to change your thinking. Now, as I mentioned, your conscious mind is the thinking mind, where you have a choice. Then when you think and you pick the idea, the thought that you want to think. Good morning, Peter. Great to have you here again. Now, what you having, tea or coffee? Before I get into all our mind work. Guys are here drinking strong coffees and green teas. Jesus. Okay, you can tell me that later. So, when you have a choice and you pick an idea, then it suppresses onto your subconscious mind, which is your emotional mind. The mind where your energy is in motion. And when the energy is motion, it creates a movement, it creates vibration. What does that mean? That means that your body takes an action based on that vibration. So as simple as think of a situation that happened yesterday that you were not, maybe, or a couple of days ago, not very happy with. Something what, made you feel conscious, made you feel anxiety, made you feel upset. See, it's all connected. When you think, coffee must be, exactly, good. So when you connect your thought with your emotion, and you don't know how to respond to it, you will react to it. And you will allow that emotion to take a control of your vibration. And that's the way how your body will move forward to take actions. So, of course, we all know those days when we think, oh, such a bad weather, and at work people are so annoying, whatever. Then you don't feel like doing anything. Look at the words I'm speaking. We actually say, I don't feel like doing anything. Or I feel like, locking myself in the room and sit there and cry. Which I'm not saying crying is bad. Not always. So we take actions based on our emotions. But when we pumped, when we have stimulated our thoughts with positive ideas, our emotions are completely different vibrations. Emotion is the feeling. Feeling is description of vibration that you are on. Okay, feeling is only a word invented by human to describe the vibration. Now, then your body moves. When your body moves and you're taking an action, what's happening? You have results. Boom! Mind-blowing, isn't it? You take action, you get the result. You don't take action, you do still have results. Not necessarily the results you would love to, but it's still a result. It's like not making decision. It's decision itself. Good morning, Przemysław. Great to have you here. It's all the early bird. Very well done, guys. I love it. Love the mornings when the whole world is asleep, except us. And so, when you look at it, when you look at your results right now in any area of your life, let's just have a think. Let's think this morning. God, you even didn't finish coffee and she's making you think. That's crazy. Guys, please, please, please comment, replay if you are watching replay. Guys are here throwing the coffees and teas on me live, so it's all good. But if you're watching it later in the afternoon and you like your sleep in, go and hashtag replay. So did you think of an area of your life that you are not necessarily very happy with your results? Question is, how did you create those results? Because you are a creator of everything that is surrounding you right now. And I'm sorry if you're not happy with some areas of your life and it's hard for you to believe that you have created what you have right now. Tough. That's what it is. It's all you. Everything that is surrounding you right now, it's all created by you. And it's time to take responsibility and say, well, okay, fair enough. Now I know how it works. Anya told me how it works. And it's not my ideas. I wish it was. Those ideas are proven for so many years. So when you think of those results, what do you think about this area? What do you really think about this area of your life in your mind? How do you engage emotionally? How do you work? How do you engage emotionally? What vibration are you creating on a daily basis to get those results? And as tough as it might sound, that it is you who have created them, the beautiful thing is it's you who can change it. You have the power of changing it. The holy thing is we are impatient. I got a question from a lady I used to study with. She said to me, her story was she's living with her kids and parents at the moment because wherever the situation made them to move in to her parents' house a while ago. And she said, now I'm ready to move out and I'm manifesting a new, house. But it's not common. What should I do? She said, I'm visualizing this whole process of manifesting, okay? Manifesting is everything what's surrounding you. You have manifested everything. You have manifested everything. People you surrounded with, things like physical things around you. You manifested. That means you thought of it and you brought into the physical form, either by buying it or by attracting it, okay? Well, attracting it, you had to attract it on some level of vibration anyway, everything, okay? And I said to her, well, we went through that many times, and you know the structure of manifesting, but the big key is to be patient, because when we don't like the results we have, we want to change them like this, but you need to know that they didn't show up in your life like this. It seems sometimes like it did, because of course they showed up within a split second, wherever, something what you don't like, but it took a period of time for you to be thinking of it, Now, I hope that makes sense, guys. Please give me thumbs up, hearts, or Smile faces. If it does. If it does. Come on, I know it does. If it doesn't, that's okay. Maybe it's not the right morning for you to understand this yet, but I hope, really hope you get in my message that it's so important to focus. Yes, the first hearts are flying. What? And shock faces. Love the shock faces. Thank you. So yes, if you want to change anything, you have to change your vibration. How to change your vibration is to change your thinking. Now, your mind also works on pictures, so that's why visualizing is so important, and creating pictures that you want to see in your mind, and that's what you want to have in your mind. Now, big key is do it, that you must be speaking in a present tense, like you already have it. Your mind, your subconscious mind doesn't recognize a present, past, or future. It's all now for him. It's all now for him. And beautiful example, actually, I've heard yesterday. When you look at kids, your kids about up to 7th year of age, right? They have their subconscious mind open, and that's how we program them. We as adults, that's how we have been programmed. Most of our programs are made up to the 7th year. Wherever we hear, wherever we see, we all getting in, like we sunken like a sponge. Yes, more thumbs up, love it. Thank you. So we sunk like a sponge, everything to our minds, okay, up to the 7th year of age. What happens when you ask a child, when you tell a child, we're gonna go there tomorrow, or in 3 hours? The kid will be like, oh, is it yet? Is an hour later yet? Kids' mind, they don't see the future. They don't really recognize the future. They can't, and well, they recognize it somehow, of course, but they don't know, because their mind, they subconsciously working on their subconscious mind. Subconscious mind doesn't see the future. They see only now. That is really important thing to do. I know it's hard for some people, especially when you start working with this material. And I know there is a couple of new people watching me today that might be just getting the process now, just getting, the structure in their minds, which is amazing, because it's the only one way to go if you want to change your results. Your results are created from your heart, from your emotions. Now, I won't be telling you how to change your vibration from negative to positive. I think I spoke on that recently. But my only, well, not only, but one advice, very important, is to watch that vibration, to watch what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel unhappy. And if there is something or someone in your life that it's lowering your vibration, change it. And I don't want to be harsh, guys, especially with people surrounding us. Either change your environment or change the way how you respond to them. Now, don't react, respond. So the difference between respond and react will be, when you react, you acting on a lower level of awareness, which we call it animalistic, which is the, fight or flight mode. So you don't even think, you just take an action. So it can be a verbal action, it can be a physical action, wherever you might live, very unhappy with the low vibration, and it can keep you for all day. It can keep you all for a day, because you keep thinking of it, and when you think of it, you emotionally engaged. Now, respond, that means your level of awareness is a little bit higher at this stage, and you are working, and I'm not saying 100% you need to be perfect, because it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Always you are able to take that little space between your reaction or respond and the situation that just happened, and you consciously choosing what to think, because there is always a choice what you want to think. If you take a big breath and you're gonna say, is that gonna serve me now? Am I gonna hop in on the frequency of my goal, thinking this and allowing this to, involve me emotionally in that situation? Or is it gonna push me away from my goal? Because your goal is here on the frequency. Your goal is here, guys. You are here, which is okay. Now, and as I said, everything in nature has a period of time of manifesting, which the result that you're getting right now, it took a while to manifest, even that you don't realize it, and you feel like everything fall apart within a minute of your life. But it's not. It's something what was happening there in your mind for a while. And the same with getting onto the frequency of your goal. You need to go up on your frequency, and it will take you time, because it's life. We are living in a physical world. We are living surrounded by, different people and different social media and TV and everything. And we allow that vibration to go down and up. When you get onto the vibration of your goal and you feel fantastic, you need to hold on to that feeling, because as you can see, I'm already here on my goal vibration, but there is a space. So you still need to be showing the universe that your vibration is good enough for long enough, and keep it on it. Now, I hope that makes sense, guys. I got few hearts and few thumbs up. It looked like it did make sense. I hope you all enjoying your coffees. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. So I'm gonna give you a minute to maybe type them in. If I want to go, well, if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna answer those questions later. By the way, I mentioned the book I was reading this morning, Feeling is the Secret, by Neville Goddard. Amazing book. Such a thin book. You read it literally in the one evening, and it's brilliant. He actually explains a lot about mindset, about conscious and subconscious mind. Thinking will I read you a bit. The subconscious does not originate ideas, but accepts as true those which the conscious mind feels to be true, and in a way know only to itself objectives that accept ideas. Therefore, through his power to imagine and feel and his freedom to choose the idea he will entertain, man has control over creation. Very important. Man has control over creation. We create in everything that is surrounding us, guys. Control of the subconscious is accomplished through control of your ideas and feelings. So wherever you think in your conscious mind, it will go to subconscious mind, and that's how you get the control of in that higher part of your mind. Yeah, the feelings, really important, guys. The feeling is the secret. The feeling is the secret. Feeling is vibration, okay? Remember how your results are made. The step back to it. To change it, you need to go a little bit back, and you need to look into your feelings. How do you feel on a daily basis? Even if you're not thinking of your goal, that it's not here, but something happens in your life and something upsets you, you are going down on the vibration. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be related. So it's not important only to, put yourself in fantastic stand and fantastic vibration at the mornings when you meditate and when you visualize and when you, feel upbeat, because that's pointless if you allow then throughout the day go and all the outside circumstances to lower your vibration. You must manage your thinking. You must manage your feelings all day long. Is it easy? No, but it's doable, and that's the beauty. And you know what, guys, thank you so much for watching my early birdies, and I will go and I will leave you with that thought for today. If you throughout the day, if you come up with something or a question comes into you, please feel free to put on the message, and I will be happy to answer and help you out with that, okay? Yeah, thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon. Bye. Different music, different energy this morning. Wherever floats your energy, guys. You like? Bye.